Was Stanley Kubrick trying to tell us something with his 1999 film Eyes Wide Shut? Kubrick passed away from an apparent heart attack days after screening his film to the studio. Was this simply a coincidence? After watching the film and the short video, you could decide for yourself. Stanley Kubrick's last film before his untimely death, Eyes Wide Shut, starring Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, was perceived as a puzzle to many. The film was loaded with occult symbolism, featuring an elaborate masquerade party involving various things, and Kubrick passed away from an apparent heart attack days after screening the film to the studio. Was it a coincidence? Kubrick was viewed by many as one of the greatest filmmakers of our time. His films were often viewed as masterpieces and works of art. Perhaps the most well-known is the first one I saw of his films, 2001: A Space Odyssey and The Shining. Kubrick was not afraid to push the boundaries and often went places that no other filmmakers had gone before. Any Kubrick fan likely knows of the hidden messages and symbolism that was always incorporated into his films. Some brush these off as mere conspiracies, but those who decide to dig deeper into the hidden meaning behind these symbols find it easy to see that Stanley was trying to tell us something. Eyes Wide Shut. The film was Kubrick's last, and for those who are aware of what is really going on behind the scenes in regards to the elite societies running our world, it's easy to see why. Wide Shut was actually filmed in a Rothschild's mansion, and the events that took place in the film are eerily similar to a real masquerade party that took place there in the 70s. It only takes a little bit of research to see what these parties, these elites often have themes relating to what they do and their occult sects and rituals. At the Rothschild's party, photos were often of how the place was decorated. And what did Kubrick know concerning this? It would seem that perhaps Kubrick knew too much for his own good and attempted to expose what he already knew behind closed doors. And let's remember, this is also what happened to Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, the child prodigy, the musician, having to do with one of his operas and supposedly disclosing too much of having to do with Freemasons, and they say that he was somehow poisoned with his meals that they were bringing up to him. But anyway, concerning Stanley Kubrick, perhaps someone had confided in him about events that they were witnessing, and we'll never be able to know for sure, but it's clear that with this very last film, Kubrick was trying to tell us something. And if you have seen the film, you may have finished it feeling confused, perhaps that something important was missing. There have been a number of rumors that the whole 20 minutes of the film was cut after Kubrick presented it to the studio, and the footage is missing and unattainable. And what's even fishier is Kubrick's demise, that he passed away days after the film was screened. The official cause of death was heart attack, but many believe that it was perhaps made to look like a heart attack. We don't know. If Kubrick was found his demise on purpose, intentionally, for revealing too much, it could have been used as a threat for others who may have been thinking of doing the same thing, perhaps. So I'll leave this link below for you, and there's a small 20-minute video you can see of part of that. This is from originally from Collective Evolution here under Creative Commons on Collective Spark. It's by Alana Kettler. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.